courtside. Next to me, Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr in the booth. Taking a look at Sacramento. And as we take a look at the standings, they're sitting 7 games back from the #1 seed.
Well, this team is a lot of fun to watch. Everything seems to be going their way, but they're making their own breaks now. They're taking advantage of situations and opportunities, but they're doing everything right at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, they've been putting on the clinic, Clark, and it has been fun to watch. With all the calls and bounces that have gone their way as well, it just seems like this is their time.
Now Sacramento starting 5. Landry and Cousins patrol the paint. Then McLemore is out there with the Wizard. And it's Gay in at the 3 spot. No good from Fry. And it's Washington's ball. Clark, this is the first we're seeing of Sacramento.
Well, last year these teams split the 2 games they played, something we see so often in these interconference series. That is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Now here's Wall. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable.
Now, tough call there on that illegal screen.
He didn't look set to me, Steve. I thought that was a good call.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Steve, you alluded to the 2 games they split last season, and that really is the case, isn't it, Clark? When 2 teams see each other so rarely, you can often throw out the records.
Oh, yeah, you're exactly right there, Kevin. Definitely. I mean, you're just not sure what you're going to get from those games.
Now, here's Landry. Just 3 to shoot. No good from Fry.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty unique look at the hoop.
And it's Wall. That's on the assist from Beal.
Now, there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Here's Fry, averaging 14 points a game. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
And both free throws good for Fry. Kings on D. Coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And you know what was most impressive? They wasted very few possessions in that game. They ran their offense close to perfection.
That's what we call the mute button game in front of a hostile crowd. They never let the fans get into it. Had them on their hands the whole time. John Wall is becoming very efficient running the pick and roll. He got a nice pull up from the right elbow. If the defender decides to sag off or go under the screen, and if they play up on him, he can blow right by him. So because of his finishing ability, that's a tough cover.
Here's Wall. Following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Wall dishes to Nene. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Fry kicks to Gay. Passes it to Landry. Tipped away. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here.
Well, a lot of tough teams in this league. Here's where Washington sits right now in the ranking. 6th in assists, 6th in three-point field goal percentage. And they're in the top 3rd in the league in blocks. They're a team that really doesn't give many good looks.
And the top 10 in assist number that you talked about really is what stands out to me. It's a beautiful team to watch. They like to share the ball. They really work hard at the offensive end to make sure they get the best possible shot every time down the floor.
And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. Thompson, he's checked in for Carl Landry. Nene against Thompson. Here's Gortat. Gets the 14-foot of the fall.
It's almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
Starting by Cousins. Here's Fry, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
Well, that's a solidly executed pick play. I mean, it paid dividends with that nice dunk.
Exactly the result they were looking for.
Yeah, it worked so well. I mean, he got set, did not shuffle his feet. Really well done there offensively.
Now here's Beal. He's another guy who had a stellar performance in the win against Memphis. Nene kicks to Beal. 5 to shoot. Thompson with the rebound.
I'd rather ever see him just pull straight up. He went for that leaner and seemed to be off balance a bit.
And here is Fry. 6 points for him. Beal pulls it in. And here we go. The Wizards fast break. Beal is running. That is good. The Kings have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Cousins with a screen on Wall. Fry passes to Cousins. And Fry slams it in. Tremendous stuff from a guy Clark we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move and 2 big points, too.
Here's Pierce. The Kings getting the bucket. Nene setting the pick for Pierce. It's Beal on the wing. Beal can't get that one to fall.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
He gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Rudy Gay traded twice for us. Like nothing, son.
Feeling it, coach.
The feeling was his production just didn't live up to the cost.
We're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Pearson and Nene filling up the forward spots. Andre Miller is out there with Bradley Beal. And it's Gortat in at the center. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
And for Gay, traded from the Raptors to the Kings in December. Really, he had one of his best seasons once he was in Sacramento.
In the corner, it's McLemore. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. Pocket 4. Here's Sessions. Can't get it to go. Good D by Miller.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
Guys in Sacramento, Rudy Gay shooting well and passing better. Steve for the season did a good job of getting to the line.
Yeah, and I think he might have read some of his critics in terms of his game. He's been picked apart in terms of his shot selection and that sort of thing. So, that efficiency was exactly what a lot of people have been clamoring for.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Gentlemen, Rudy Gay receiving laser eye surgery going into last season. His vision had been so bad he was having trouble getting a driver's license. After refusing to wear contact lenses for years, he finally relented and had surgery. His vision has improved. It gave him a confidence boost, and Kevin will see if it continues to yield dividends.
It can only help. Thanks, Doris.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
Jason Terry has checked in for Sacramento. Bryant. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got the lead up to 6 now for Sacramento.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
Miller outside. Kicks to Beal. Back to Miller. Here's Beal, guarded by McLemore. 13 feet away, and he nails the jumper. 6 points here for Beal.
They are so productive in the low post right now. 8 straight points have come inside the paint.
That's bully ball they're playing there.
Now, here's Fry. Team right on. That's good. Fry's got 10 points.
Got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Nene setting the pick for Beal. The dish to Gortat. It's scored by McLemore. And here we go. McLemore. Oh, look out.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
Cousins against Gortat. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
Wizards. Blair comes in for Gortat. And John Wall. Sacramento also making some changes. Carl Landry's checked in for Thompson. And Rudy Gay is subbed in for McLemore. It's Beal on the wing. Terry covering. Baseline J on the way. Beal can't get it to go.
Looked like an easy 2 points right there.
You know he's kicking himself for that.
No good from front. Wizards trailed by 10.
Nene, a 6'11 Brazilian big man, strong, quick-footed with a nice touch. He's a quality two-way player. And for him, as in this case with a lot of players, it's about health. Over the course of his 12-year career, he's missed almost a third of available games due to injury.
And Bryant kicks to Cousins. Cousins with a screen on Bruce. Gay dishes to Brock. Kenny converts the layup. Fry's got the lead. Back up to 10 now for the Kings.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Wall passes to Blair. And good. Coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game.
Definitely a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Yeah, wise move would be to find themselves a quick shot right away.
Cousins with a screen for Gay. No good. Some solid defense there by Nene. For Washington, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
Good work. Good work.
Oh, yeah, man.
Washington making some changes. Kevin Sherrill. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Kings lead by.
Well, guys, I'm here with Bradley Beal.
Okay, that was some strong work in the first.
Second half.
Flasher mentality, guys. We saw all the evidence of that in the first half as he continually got to the rim and scored.
Yeah, he had the jetpack on today, Steve, blowing by the defender no matter who they put on.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Sacramento, Landry and Cousins patrol the paint. Then McLemore is out there with the Wizard, and it's Gay in at the small forward. The ball movement here by the Kings. No good from Cousins. Wizards trailed by 7. Here's Wall. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam. That could give them a huge injection of energy play.
Kevin, that's exactly what they need right now. They've got to close the gap.
Forget about that for a second. How about the burst to the bucket for a point guard? Well, he can power those down.
Now here's McLemore. He's covered by Beal. Shots good by McLemore. McLemore's got 7 points.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
I tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
And Wall. Here we go now. There's a screen by Gortat. And Wall kicks to Beal. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Gortat. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Gortat's got his second bucket tonight.
It's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that. Beautiful pick by the big man, Cousins.
Outside, Wall. May setting the pick for Wall. Beal dishes to Wall. Pierce kicks to Wall. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that short stroke. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off.
Andre Miller's checked in for the Wizards. The Kings also in the sub. Thompson, he's checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. All passes to Gortat. Back the Wall.
felt at home in Phoenix, it seemed, but he got a lot of his bounce back to the step when he was traded to the Wizards, where he was really a great fit alongside that young backcourt.
That was a nice finish to an excellent possession.
Wizards trailed by 7. Outside, Wall. Towards out with the screen for Wall. Towards out again, Clark. Wall attacking. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And the Wizards trading Emeka Okafor and a draft pick for Gortat. Clark seemed like a pretty good move at the time.
Yeah, you know, Okafor had that season-ending injury. The Wizards making a push for the playoffs, and they were able to re-sign Gortat this offseason.
Wizards making a switch here. Blair's checked in. Jason Terry, he's checked in for Sacramento. Sessions comes in for Ben McLemore.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Outside here. At the wall. A 3-ball. Sacramento grabs the miss. Gates got rebound number 5 here tonight. Fry with the ball. And it's Miller picking him up. Here's against Terry. From 11 feet away. Rebound, Washington. Gotta keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
That was a heck of a performance for them offensively. There were some stretches there where it just seemed like everything was falling for them.
And it wasn't by accident they shot it that well. Their ball movement was excellent. That was the key to me.
Sessions dishes to Gay. Andrea screen on Nene. And here's 5 from the arc. Can't get it to go. Wall with some nice D.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, I've been impressed with both teams. They're really working hard on the board.
Hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
Both teams, in those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
Boy, whipped cream, cherry on top. It always comes back to this circle.
Easy layup and coming off the pick. Wall's got 18 points in the game.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical, be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment.
No good from Fry. Wizards trailed by 3. The Wall kicks to Nene. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Blair, the pass to Nene. Into Blair. And the layup is good. Blair's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
It seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. It's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
And it's Terry off the drive.
They didn't have to slow down at all, guys. Just perfectly timed pass there.
Time now to reveal our State Farm assist of the game today. Gay comes in for Stauskas, and it's the Wizard in for Darren Collison. Beal and Webster out on the perimeter. Kevin Seraphin is out there with Humphries, and it's Miller in at the 1 step. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards. Count them on, and the Kings lead has been cut down to 4 on the buckets from Seraphin. Now here's Fry, covered by Miller. Fry dishes to Cousins. Tries again. No good from Fry. No good from Cousins.
Well, ever since the second half started, he's been ice cold. Very little going his way right now.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
That's right. No other option with the foul and hope for some misses.
Yep, you got to extend the game here. Try to keep that clock from moving.
Wizards making a switch here. Second one is good. Being both at the line. It's a 6-point ball game.
And as long as they continue to do this kind of work at the foul line, at least it's safe.
16 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pierce for three. It's hauled in by the Kings. They've led by as much as 10. And they go to the intentional foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that is the one they really want. He's got one more, though. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that takes a 7-point lead. Seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Webster outside, nails the triple. So it's the